So I'm quite clearly in a very gorgeous place right now. This is probably the prettiest view I've ever seen in my life. I've never gotten to like run on a ridgeline on a mountain. I've never been able to do that, and I just did. It was unbelievable. The shots I got were incredible. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. I'm just over a month into college, and I thought that I'd document kind of what I've learned so far. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'll just get right into the first point. Making friends is much harder than I expected. I consider myself pretty good at socializing. I'm good at talking with people, I make good conversation, and I'm not afraid to confront people. You would think that I can make friends through that. And I've been to social events. I went kayaking with some people. Yeah, I went to the philosophy club, and I just went to the triathlon club. But I just can't find people who click. And my roommates are great and all, but they just, once again, they just don't quite click, you know? They're great people, but I just can't fully relate to them to the point where I'd consider them a close friend. Of course, making friends takes time, but I was kind of expecting that I'd at least have some people to fall back on at this point. Considering college is kind of like the most social you'll ever be in your life, the most networking you'll ever get, I kind of would have expected, I don't know, maybe to click with more people. The next point is I'm way more confused than I originally realized. By that, I mean like my degree path and what I really want to pursue in college. Originally, I was taking digital marketing, which I still think is cool, but I switched to computer science because it seems like that's the best degree for a plan B. Best work-life balance, and it pays the most. Plus, I like the idea of code, but it's put me in this weird crossroad where I'm just thinking like maybe if I pursued an easier degree, it'd give me more time to focus on this. But if this doesn't work, I need to make sure the degree that I'm pursuing is still viable for a good job that I'll enjoy. And so some things that cross my mind is like teaching, forest ranger, park ranger, whatever you want to call it, firefighting. And what's funny is all those careers are like so different from each other. I kind of want to do a bit of all of it. I guess I'll plan on doing. Switch the hat around. Okay, the third point is that it is a lot easier than high school. I'm going to a not crazy prestigious college, so the work they give you, I guess, is probably a bit easier than other colleges. And I'm only taking 13 credits, which is like 2 credits below the average for a semester. But I can manage things incredibly well. I mean, I haven't felt rushed or pressured for any assignments I've had yet. This week is probably my busiest week, and I'm out here hiking at 8 in the morning. And I ain't stressing because I know I'll get my work done. I also have good discipline though, which leads me to my next point, which is build habits immediately, off the rip. It will greatly benefit you. I cook my own food, I set specific times apart to do my work, and it's made it very easy for me. A lot of people, I think, use the first couple weeks of college to like be their transitioning weeks, so they kind of cheat on a lot of things. They'll buy a bunch of fast food, they'll be kind of lazy with their work, they won't really go to the gym or anything. You're risking slipping into those bad habits. By doing those habits off the rip, I think it takes like 2 weeks to build a proper habit. Once you're 2 weeks in, if you stuck with those bad habits, they're gonna be hard to break. I guess my college doesn't have a food plan, so I have to make all my food, which is a lot different from a lot of other colleges. A lot of other colleges just give you the food plan, so I guess making food is not a stress. But I guess getting work done, just make sure that you set a schedule off the rip. Start it like that. Don't wait to do that. And now for my last point. The freedom doesn't really feel better. It just feels different. When I compare to like what life was back at home, it was very comfortable. I had home cooked meals for me. I didn't really have any schoolwork. I kind of just cruised. I did what I wanted to. And now I have responsibility, but I also now have the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And so if you're not disciplined to balance out the responsibility with the freedom, you definitely risk a lot of late assignments, failing grades, no degree. And this is kind of a bonus point. I wouldn't really count it, but going into college, just know that every single person going into it is just as confused as you are. No one's really got it figured out, and even the seniors definitely don't really got it figured out. I've talked to a couple seniors at this point, and they seem more confused than I am. So don't be afraid to try new things, check things out. That's what college is for. Just make sure you're being responsible about it.